Guys, just here with a quick, maybe a double upload for today. Just what is up? I'm back here with another Yu-Gi-Oh related content video. As you guys know, last week I did my first ever model character deck profile for Maximilian Pegasus. The first Yu-Gi-Oh villain that there was in the original, in the Duel Monsters anime at least. And that's gonna lead to later on in the subject of the video. But there are a couple of things I just want to ask you guys as the subscribers, and if you guys do not respond, I guess I have to use my own judgment. But I always kind of want to interact with you guys, and the best way to do it is a video. And I just don't want to do it like on social media or anything else like that, because I have a lot of questions. I don't feel like making a straw poll. I just feel like a good old video because I have kind of a lot of questions for you guys and regarding that series and certain character decks. So first big one I want to get out the way is, do you guys want because the way that I'm going to be doing the character model character deck profiles. How I'm going to be doing those is it's going to go Duel Monsters, the original series. I do a character from Duel Monsters, and then I do a character from Yu-Gi-Oh GX every week until I run out of content. And then by the point, when I start getting more decks out, I'll start alternating between character deck profiles and character deck duels. So like maybe when I get at least 6 decks out in total, I'm going to be like, not every week I'm going to be doing a character deck model character deck profile. I'm going to be doing a duel between the 2 decks. So basically probably around October, every week I'll be probably doing a character deck duel instead of a character deck profile. So model character deck profile. So that's what I have planned, but as of right now, I'm pumping out new decks. I need you guys' help to decide what's going to be in the deck. And I just finished my Yu-Gi deck. This is kind of my but just like when I play like online, this is the deck that I use a lot. I do love this deck a lot. I just made it again. I did put my ABCs in it, and it's actually looking quite clean up in here. So, anyways, as you guys know, the first episode of our model character deck profiles was Maximilian Pegasus, the first villain of the original Yu-Gi-Oh series. Now we're gonna move on to Yu-Gi-Oh GX, and my proposition for you guys: do you guys want me to, for the first wave, do you guys want me to do all villains, and for the second wave, do you want me to do all the protagonist decks? So basically, what I'm saying, all villains, like next one will probably be Yubel from the original anime. If Max Peach, you can put a picture of Yubel on the screen, that would be great. I'll probably put do Yubel because the only other ones I can think of is Fubuki or Atticus Rose or Night Shroud, however you want to call him. When he was being controlled by Night Shroud, that's one character I can do because I do have a lot of Red Eye support. And then that's one character from GX, and I can't really think of any other. And also Adrian Gecko from because he did use Exodia or something sick. I don't really have Sacred Beast, so I can't do Kagimaru. So I can do Camula. That's another character I can do. I have some cards of hers. I have some zombie cards, and I do have some vampire cards that go along how she will play. But do you guys want me to do the first wave? Like every GX will have a villain, 5Ds will have a villain, Zex will have a villain. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just comment. I'll tell you basically. And then Arc 5. All the character model decks for the next couple of weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, will be straight villain decks. You guys want me to do that, and then after that, the next month will be next month and a week will be nothing but protagonists. So basically Jaden's deck, or maybe you guys want to see like a version of Jaden's deck or whatever, or maybe a good guy or whatever. I don't know if I want to do the protagonist. I feel like I want to do the protagonist. I want to do Yugi's deck or Tim's deck when I hit 80 subscribers. I'm looking forward to that one, so I kind of want to do that. So speaking of Tim, I do want to talk about Kaiba's deck in a minute. So, and also other things about it. So, yeah, just tell me what you guys think in comment section below. Do you guys think I should do for the first wave of all the series? Should they be all villains? Because I'm going to tell you what villains I could probably do. I've been kind of planning. I planned all these videos all week. I'm planning another video I'm actually going to record today because I'm quite busy with YouTube today. So, I've been planning this video for a very, very long time, for the last couple of weeks. So basically, The villains I probably could make. I do have a lot from Duel Monsters. I do have Merrick Ishchar's deck. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this deck is looking clean. I tested it out. It's looking quite clean. I'm gonna give you guys a quick sneak peek. I've already finished it. I'm already ready for the next Duel Monsters wave. I'm probably gonna do him next. See, I got where's Winged Dragon Raw? Where's the Winged Dragon Raw? Where is it at? Oh, I see it. Oh, yeah, I got the yeah. You guys see a deck profile on him. Maybe in the next Duel Monsters wave. But if you guys do in the next Duel Monsters wave, what villain? Oh, actually, I didn't think about that. In the next, well, actually, it's gonna be from GX and on. Actually, so we're not doing another Duel Monsters wave. So from GX, the villains I could probably do is Adrian Gecko. He did use the Exodia deck, so I do have all the Exodia pieces, and he did use like Exodios, so I could probably get away using the Blacklisted Soldier or something. We have your Bell. I do have like rose-based cards, like Plant Cheese, a lot of plant monsters, and Super Polymerization was a part of her strategy as well, which I do have Super Polymerization, so I could incorporate that into her strategy. That's really how her deck played. So those are some characters from GX, and as for 5Bs goes, Goodwin, I could, it really depends what you define as a villain as the end of the series. I do have a Callan Kessler deck. I do have Zeman the Ape King. It's a Dark Tuner monster. I'm going to be putting in Callan's deck because he did use Thousand Eye Dragon. I do not have Thousand Eye Dragons. That's why I'm substituting it for it. But the only really villain I can think of is Dark Signer Callan from the Yu-Gi-Oh! I could probably do his deck. Dark Signer Callan or Goodwin, the final boss of the first season. Because when it comes to Aporia and Zone and stuff, I have none of that. I have no Time Lords, so the deck would not make any sense without Time Lords. It just wouldn't make sense for me to build it. And I mean, 5 of these villains. I mean, I could do Sayer. That's another villain I could do because he was a 5 of these villain, even though he got obliterated. He got bodied. Like the dude got bodied. So I don't really have any Earthbound cards. So Callan is kind of like I do have like I do have cards like my Yingzang cards. They're really similar to how his Moondragon Kuya and NT really play, how like one rises and one falls, because once one is destroyed, another one is special summon. I do have cards that kind of model or represent how that deck would play. So I don't know, if it's up to you guys what you guys want me to do, and if I don't get any feedback for it, I might just have to go with Goodwin because I can't think of any other villains. And then we move on to Zexal. Zexal villains, oh boy, I don't really have a lot of Zexal villains, to be honest, because Zexal, they had Tron or what was his name? Vectrix. I don't really have cards to go with Vectrix. You have Don Thousand. I'm not trying to build a Don Thousand deck. That's just evil. That's evil. That's evilness right there. But really, the one we do have Nash. I guess you can consider him, but he's Shark most of the series, so I already have a Shark deck. There's not really any Zexal characters I can really consider like villains. I'm not considered, but villains I really want to run. You guys have to get. I mean, you do have Dr. Faker as well, but I don't really have any Dr. Faker cards. I do have Scrapper Secular. I could try to make his deck a thing. I could try to make Dr. Faker's deck. I could attempt to make it. It probably won't be pretty because I don't have cards that he used. I have a couple. It just wouldn't be pretty. And plus Zexal only had so many villains anyways, so, and Arc 5 had some decent villains. It had Roger. I could try. He had an Ancient Gear deck. I have a lot of Ancient Gear cards. It had Zark. I could try to build a Zark deck. That's gonna be evil though. I don't know. I want to get so into it. And then we had the Professor. I'm not doing the Professor. I don't count him as a villain. He's stupid. He's not a villain. Freaking Roger. I can't. Yeah. Yuri. That's one character. Even though people say, "Oh, Yuri's a good guy," he got no redemption arc. So most of the series, Yuri is freaking viewed as a villain. I don't care what you say. He was fighting against all the other U-boys, literally the entire series. So as far as I'm concerned, Yuri can be a villain in my case. Oh. Okay, thanks McAfee for interrupting my video, douchebags. Anyways. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. And then, as the other questions go, Seto Kaiba. As you guys know, Seto Kaiba is original, the OG freaking rival when it comes to the Yu-Gi-Oh series. He's OG rival and crap. So it's Seto Kaiba. I think most people know who Seto Kaiba is. So he did use his blue eyes and stuff, but I'm gonna get something out of my deck and why out of my desk. But as I talk, as I do this, I'll show you guys right quick the Obelisk Tormentor card. This is tormenting me because Daddy Obelisk Tormentor. So only reason I included Winged Dragon of Ra into Merrick's deck, because that was his main strategy. He used that the entire Battle City tournament. Like that was his main objective, is to use that card. So it would only make sense because that was his main boss. Like that was the main problem. But with Seto Kaiba's deck, he lost he lost ownership of Obelisk the Tormentor legitimately after Yugi beat him. So I don't know if as far like accurate character decks go, or character model decks, do you guys want me to include Obelisk the Tormentor? Or and this goes the same thing for Yugi. You got my attempt deck, because this Yugi deck, it does not include in Cypher. I have Cypher the Sky Dragon, I have Obelisk. I do not want to include them in the decks, but it's up to you guys. At this point, I really can't decide because I'm like, I just pros and cons. I kind of want to weigh them. It's kind of like the dragons, the Timaeus and crap. I'm like, they're strong cards, at the same time they didn't use them, and Atem is the only one that can really use the god cards anyways. So, well, as Darkseid mentioned, actually, I guess Kaiba can too. But anyways, it's up to you guys. Do you guys want me to include in Yugi's deck, Cypher the Sky Dragon, and Atem's deck? You guys want me to? I feel like I'm gonna have different versions of Atem's deck. So I feel like version 1 will probably be without it. Version 2 will probably be more like his Battle City deck, I guess it could be. And version 3 will probably be like a ceremonial deck when he uses all 3 of them. But Seto Kaiba's deck, do you guys want me to include Obelisk Tormentor? Because the thing I hate about when people do it is like, he only had Obelisk the Tormentor for so long. He didn't have it. He doesn't have it like freaking blue, like he has blue eyes. He doesn't have it for a long time, so it just doesn't make sense to me why like people put him in his deck. It's like the legendary dragons. They didn't have those cards for very long. They had it for a season and then they left. So I don't really understand why people put it in their decks. I can't really call it accurate because he only used it like in one arc of the overall show. So, and he did seem to use it in DSOD, but I'm pretty sure it was like, I don't know how he pulled that out of his butt. I'm pretty sure because like the brain network thing, where he drew the card that he was thinking of, basically, because his mind was connecting to it at the time. Whatever. But you guys want to include the god cards in your decks, let me know down below. I feel like that's a lot of the big questions I have. Another question is, do you guys want me to keep the same? No, I'm going to keep the same schedule either way. Another thing I just want to talk about this series is some character decks I might not be able to do. So just don't get your high horses up. If I don't give you guys every character deck that you guys want to see, and also if the character decks aren't completely accurate. So I'm pretty sure that's all the questions I have. I gotta think of maybe a couple of more, so I'll be right back. Alright, so there's the last couple of things I want to ask you guys as far as this update, whatever is concerned. First, I'm just going to make this 1 minute long, 2 minutes, alright? Not going to waste too much out of your day. So, first of all, you guys want me to use anime effects. So basically, the other day I was testing out Merrick's deck. So I was like, okay, he uses Card of Sanctity in his deck, like a lot of characters from the original series do. I know Mai does, I know Yugi does. So it's a very used card because in the anime it lets you drop to 6 cards in your hand. It lets you drop until you have 6 cards up in your hand. But in the real world, it does not have that effect. The effect got nuked. It's such a bad effect. So do you guys want me to use errata effects or anime effects on some of these cards, like Card of Sanctity? Like, do you guys want me to use anime effects on some of these cards to make these decks run a little bit better, or just keep it how it is? And also with the anime effects as they go, do you guys want me to use like the face-up defense position, like the format how they would do in the original show, how they would put like a monster face-up defense position or stuff like that? Tell me like how you guys want me to do that, because like it's up to you, because you guys can be playing the format too. What do you guys think is the most, since it's like kind of like based on anime decks, what do you guys think is the most fair way? If you're playing like this, like if you get this format from me, you're playing with one of your friends, what do you think is the most fair way to do it? And the ban list. The ban list is what, if you guys have any clue or any idea, any cards that you guys think that should be banned, go ahead and tell me. I really would appreciate it, because I need to know that myself while I'm creating all these decks, so I don't put like a card that's at 1, 2 of those cards in the deck. So thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for answering all these questions if you did. If you guys didn't, it's fine. I gotta figure out these things. I figure out these things daily, so it's okay. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, my mini Pichus. Bye-bye.